Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Checkerboard Kids program, and today I am pleased as punch to introduce Honeychild Coleman.
Thanks.
Sorry. All right, but before, I want to just say a little about you, if I can say. Honeychild Coleman is a talented multi-instrumentalist. She's a singer, a songwriter, a prolific musician, a community leader in many ways, an organizer, and top DJ and citizen of the world, playing France, Italy, Denmark, UK, born in Kentucky, but representing Brooklyn to the fullest. All right, is that a good?
That's great.
All right, right on. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Right on. Now, Honeychild, before I start asking you a million questions, who's that in the corner of our room? What's up with this?
That is my bandmate in the 1865, also drummer of Dragons of Synth.
Wow.
Actor, dancer, innovator, Biz.
Biz, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Biz.
Thank you.
Wow.
Welcome. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. This is awesome.
I was just admiring your outfit. It kind of has that kind of Naruto kind of feeling.
Thank you, sir.
Are you a ninja of some sorts?
I try to.
All right, stay Aki, my brother. Stay Aki. All right. So, what are you going to read for us? What you got?
My first poem today is a poem by Mary Baraka called "When We'll Worship Jesus."
I'm always curious. All right.
Let's hear it.
We'll worship Jesus when Jesus do something. When Jesus blow up the White House or blast Nixon down. When Jesus turns out Congress or bust General Motors to Yardbird Motors. Jesus, we'll worship Jesus when Jesus get down. When Jesus get off his yellow Lincoln with the built-in cross, with the stained glass windows and box, with black people, enemies, we'll worship Jesus when he get bad enough to at least scare somebody. Cops not afraid of Jesus. Pushers not afraid of Jesus. Capitalist, racist, imperialists not afraid of Jesus. Shoot, they making money off Jesus. We'll worship Jesus when Mao do, when Touré do, when the cross replaces Nkrumah's star. Jesus need to hurt somebody, some of our enemies. Then we'll check him out. All that screaming and hollering and wallering and moaning, talking about Jesus in a red check velvet rind with 8-inch heels. Jesus' pinky finger got a goose egg ruby, which actually bleeds. Jesus at the Apollo doing splits and helping Nixon trick niggas. Jesus with his one-eyed self, tongue kissing Johnny Carson up the behind. Jesus need to be busted. Jesus need to be thrown down and whipped till somebody better happen. Jesus ain't did nothing for us, but kept us turned toward the sky. Him and his boy Allah too need to be checked out. We'll worship Jesus when he get a boatload of AK-47s and some dynamite and blow up Abernathy's robo team for golf. Jesus need to be busted. We ain't gonna worship nobody, but Negroes getting up off the ground, not gonna worship Jesus unless he just a tricked up Negro, somebody named outside his race. Need to worship yourself or you worship Jesus. Need to bust Jesus and check out his spooky brother Allah while you heavy on the case, because we ain't gonna worship Jesus. We ain't gonna worship Jesus. We ain't gonna worship Jesus. Not till he do something. Not till he help us. Not till the world get changed. And he ain't. Jesus ain't. He can't change the world. We can change the world. We can struggle against the forces of backwardness. We can change the world. We can struggle against ourselves, our slowness, our connection with the oppressor, the very cultural aggression which binds us to our enemies as their slaves. We can change the world. We ain't gonna worship Jesus, because Jesus don't exist, except in song and story, except in ritual and dance, except in slums stained with tears of trillion-dollar opulence, stretching back in history, the history of the oppression of the human mind. We worship the strength in us. We worship ourselves. We worship the light in us. We worship the warmth in us. We worship the world. We worship the love in us. We worship ourselves. We worship nature. We worship ourselves. We worship the life in us and science and knowledge and transformation of the visible world, but we ain't gonna worship no Jesus. We ain't gonna legitimize the witches and devils and spooks and hobgoblins, the sensuous lies of the ruler to keep us chained to fantasy and illusion. Sing about life, not Jesus. Sing about revolution, No, not no Jesus. Stop singing about Jesus. Sing about creation, our creation, the life of the world and fantastic nature, how we struggle to transform it but don't victimize ourselves by distorting the world. Stop moaning about Jesus. Stop sweating and crying and stomping and dying for Jesus unless that's the name of the army we build and to force the land finally to change hands. And let's not call that Jesus. Get a quick consensus on that? Let's damn sure not call that black fire muscle, no invisible psychic dungeon, no gentle vision straitjacket. Let's call that people's army Simba, or Wapundusiza, Wachanga, but we not gonna call it Jesus. We not gonna worship Jesus. Throw Jesus out your mind. Build a new world out of reality and new vision. We come to find out what's there is of the world, to understand what there is here in the world, to visualize change and force it. We worship revolution. Thank you.
Wow.
Excellent.
Wow. I'll tell you. Boy, that's a lot to think about there, Biz. Wow. Well, thank you for that the poetic selection. And Biz will be coming back and doing another poem real quick.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. Well, thank you. Cultivating, bringing culture to the peeps.
Yes.
All right. If you like that poem, you're definitely like the 1865. You might want to check that out. You could see that on, there's a website for 1865?
Mass Appeal Records, Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp,
So
and
peep that out.
Yes.
Right
Awesome.
on, right on.
Great.
Okay, so what song are you going to do for us now, Honeychild?
I'm going to do a song by one of my collaborators, Badawi, aka Roz Masinai.
Okay.
And it's called Shiny Dagger. It's from our first album, The Bedouin Sound Clash Presents.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's see. Little dub sound system for you.
Bring
Shout
it.
out to Roz.
Come down, Selecta.
How does it feel when you hold? How does it feel when you hold down the handle of the shiny dagger that you rest against the thigh. I am a shiny jagged dagger. You try to look, but don't look in my eye. How does it feel when you hold? How does it feel when you hold down the handle of the shiny dagger that you rest against the eye. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Thanks.
Now, Honeychild, you've done so many different things. It's like, all right, so now concurrently, 1865 is one of the things you're doing. You're also involved with Heaven's Bee.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little about that?
Heaven's Bee is a two-tone project started by Roger and Marco from Bigger Thomas and Rude Boy George,
Right on.
featuring myself as well as Dania Best
All right.
from Agent 99
Dania
in
Best.
Devonstreet.
We got it. Respect.
And a host of other guest vocalists.
Yeah, I
such
heard
as Mr.
Rob
Reed from
Tierney
the
is in there,
Boilers,
right?
Rob Tierney.
Yeah, that's it. New York Citizens for those
New York
not
Citizens,
in the
exactly. And the Boilers.
Right.
Luke Man Brown as well, hopefully will be joining us.
Cool.
It's a really fun project. I kind of look at it as like the massive attack of two-tone.
Nice.
In a way, like different people kind of coming in and out, but now we're going to actually do some live shows, so it's pretty exciting.
And you guys know that you always have a home over here. Just
Yes.
saying, just throwing over here and representing in the Scott style. You know how we do.
Yep.
So, tell me about Box Slider.
Box Slider is my kind of post-punk feminist trio band.
Okay.
One of my bandmates is Anu Lilia, who is also a pretty known film editor. And then our drummer is Ramsey Jones, who's in so many
every
bands.
single band in the universe.
He's like the all-star.
Yeah.
That's
Representing.
Backslider.
All right, cool. And also the brother of Old Dirty Bastard, right?
Oh yeah, ODB's brother
Yeah,
as
ODB's
well.
brother represent. All right, and yeah. All right, now you are also with many hats that you have. You also DJ Sugar Free BK.
Yes.
Now, can I ask you, are you sugar free?
I'm not, but when I started DJing, I was trying to think of a good name because I used to only DJ records from 79 to 89.
Ah, okay.
Which is like prime 80s. So I was like, oh, I like to spin 80s, like new wave, no wave, whatever. What's something that was big in the 80s? Everything became sugar free. So I took that as my DJ name.
Okay.
But there's another DJ Sugar Free who wrote me. I think he's from Toronto. I can't remember. He's like,
Toronto.
this has been
They
my
call it
name
Toronto.
for forever, and I'm diabetic, and I can't
Oh,
believe you're using this
dude,
name.
dude.
And I'm like, hey, I got you. I'm the Brooklyn version, so I'll
Yeah.
be BK.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, all right.
I don't know if he's still spinning, but that's how that. That's how.
What
that
you trying to say? At least he's in Canada. He's in Toronto, so that means that the insulin is at least cheap, not like here in America.
Probably
just throwing
free.
it out there.
Probably
yeah.
free.
Right. So he's DJ insulin free over there.
Oh dang.
All right. So now you have also been known for working with the Slits, Mad Professor, Death Ray Comet Crew, something with Ramal Aziz.
Yes, Death Comet Crew. They're kind of like my electronic big brothers. When I talk about their sound, to me, they sound the way New York felt when I moved here. It's like this gritty, it's punk,
Now,
it's
were you coming
raw.
directly from Kentucky, or was
I
there?
did. I came directly at 18.
Wow. All right. Now I'm going to
So-
ask you more about this, but before that, while we have Biz here, I also still want to talk about a little bit about 1865.
Yes.
And what I saw when I saw the 1865 perform, it was more than a rock show. It was and more than one could call like an Afro-punk sort of thing. But what I saw was a community of kids of many ages, many races, many different social statuses, sexualities, that were all rocking out and having fun. Smart, political, fashionable people going on there. And I just wanted to give you guys mad kudos for
Oh,
there.
thanks.
Because the subject of the 1865, it's conversations that people that are not hip enough do not want to have that conversation right now. So
It's a jarring topic for a lot of people, definitely.
now, Biz, you want to say?
Speaking of jarring topics.
Because the like that poem that you were just throwing out there. So like, what happened first? Was the 1865 there, and then you got in on this, or like?
Yeah. I came to New York maybe 13, 14 years ago. And when I arrived in New York, there was a scene of amazing, intelligent, multi-talented, multi-contextual black artists, and Honeychild was one of the first people that I met in that scene. And it gave me a ton of inspiration to say, you can make it here. There's a niche for you here in New York. And Sasha and Honeychild had cultivated the ideas and all the music and everything for 1865, and they pulled me into the fold at just the right time, because I'd been playing with Dragons of Zent, and we released our first record and was working on the second record, and it was just like New York was becoming a thing. The community was metastasizing into something.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. And 1865, the subject matter and the the music is both trying to inform as well as entertain.
Edutainment, like KRS-One said.
Edutainment.
All right, so now let's talk about the 1865 a little bit more over here. Now, here's the little booklet inside the Whack the Vinyl album here. I hope that's available for everybody. But in it, it has, not only does it have the lyrics to a lot of the songs, and can you please tell us a little bit about the 1865? I mean, what exactly, this is such a, I already know the answer, but the year 1865, what significance does it have? And what does it have to do with all the stuff, your lyrics and stuff that you're talking about? Because
it's heavy.
It's
I mean,
really, really heavy.
On paper, legally, it's the year that slavery ended, but mentally not so much, and socially not so
Hold
much.
on, when did that Juneteenth happen? Wait a second. I think it might have still been on there a little bit. But yeah.
Right.
In parts.
So
In parts.
So this is really about Black life post that time. And
It's a coloring book too, so they got them all.
things were promised. Where's my 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah.
Where's this? In
Well,
the
about
beginning, people were very prosperous in getting education and holding office, but then there was a backlash.
Yeah,
So
we
this-
were talking about Black Wall Street. We were talking about
The Watchmen.
yeah,
Yes.
definitely Watchmen. But Rosewood,
Yes.
Rosewood.
like
That
these
was
things
Florida.
happen. Like, why do these things happen?
Progress is not shared equally in the American dream. I think that's the subject matter that the 1865 tries to get at.
And the insecure are not comfortable with change.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you say Black Lives Matter and people think you're racist when all lives should matter, but they don't, so that's why we need to say it.
Yeah.
So
It's not matter.
to-
People, you could be in your house,
Yeah.
literally just like doing a thing.
Right.
You could die.
But then it's like, oh, well, if you feel guilty because Black people need to stand up for themselves, maybe you're benefiting from us not being able to.
and people don't want to acknowledge that.
No one wants to acknowledge it.
Yeah, that's
so,
a conversation people don't want to have.
The hierarchies and
Yes.
and
the comfortable.
And they keep tricking like the people that are poor, or like they don't want like people that are Caucasian, that are not as well off as this rich, elite, and they want them to also hate. They don't want people teaming up. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Am I
No,
right? Am I wrong
it's
here?
always about the Tower of Babel.
Mhm.
Very true.
When people start to unify, that's a threat to the government.
Yeah.
So
the
it's
power
always-
of the music is that there's information in the music, and that's how, from 1865, pre-1865, how people of color and the downtrodden shared information.
Right, they
was through
disseminate it through music.
so
Right,
it's
like
important.
songs, and that's how people know the songs.
Exactly.
Right.
Like they always talking about the Negro spirituals and stuff
Right.
like that. They giving you this information here.
exactly.
That's the thing.
It was our telegraph.
Yeah, and they said the 1865 is kind of punk and blues.
Yes.
And blues is talking a lot about the woes of black people. I'm just saying.
But also information in code.
Mhm.
So, in our community, we talk about code switching a lot.
Mhm.
In music.
I'm a school teacher. Yeah,
Yes,
it's code
so
switching all day.
There's code switching in music as well. I mean, hip hop is famous for code switching.
Sure.
That's what slang and dialect are. So that was a big inspiration for me writing lyrics. I use a lot of hip hop elements because the energy of hip hop and punk is very similar.
It's anger, but also energy.
Yeah, and it can be very
anger is an energy,
constructive.
but it can be
know.
destructive, but it can also heal. It also build.
Right.
I
Right.
say activated.
All right.
Activated, yes.
Activated.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay,
right.
so all right, Biz. What else you got in your books? I see you got another jammy here.
Yes, this is one of my favorites. This is a poem by a man who's very close to me. His name is Sterling Allen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the same college in Massachusetts. Went to Williams College. He was a graduate of 1922, back when the world
Wow.
was a terribly different place.
Mm-hmm.
He was the poet laureate of Washington, D.C. He went on to be a professor at Howard University for 40 years. And this poem is called Strong Men. So it's one of my favorite of
Yeah.
his.
So pay attention, everybody.
They dragged you from your homeland. They chained you in coffles. They huddled you spoon fashion in filthy hatches. They sold you to give a few gentlemen ease. They broke you in like oxen. They scourged you. They branded you. They made your women breeders. They swelled your numbers with bastards. They taught you the religion they disgraced. You sang, keep an inching along like a po-inch worm. You sang, By and by, I'm gonna lay down this heavy load. You sang, walk together, children. Don't you get weary. The strong men keep a coming on, the strong men get stronger. They point with pride to the roads you built for them. They ride in comfort over the rails you laid for them. They put hammers in your hand and said, drive so much before sundown. You sang, ain't no hammer in this land, strikes like mine, baby, strikes like mine. They cooped you in their kitchens. They penned you in their factories. They gave you the jobs they were too good for. They tried to guarantee happiness to themselves by shunting dirt and misery to you. You sang, me and my baby gon' shine, shine, me and my baby gon' shine. The strong men keep a coming on, the strong men get stronger. They bought off some of your leaders. You stumbled, as blind men will. They coaxed you, unwantedly soft voice. You followed a ways and then laughed as usual. They heard the laugh and wondered, uncomfortable, unadmitting a deeper terror. The strong men keep a coming on, getting stronger. What from the slums where they have hemmed you? What from the tiny huts they could not keep from you? What reaches them, making them ill at ease, fearful? Today they shout prohibitions at you, thou shalt not this, thou shalt not that, reserved for whites only. You laugh. One thing they cannot prohibit, the strong men coming on, the strong men getting stronger, strong men stronger. Thank you.
Right on. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Biz.
much, Biz. All right. In this time of turmoil that we are in right now, there's so much stuff. Even right now, as we speak in the news, these things are happening. Young children getting in trouble, killing, and they're just looking. People are just looking for ways to take this thing and say, "Aha! It's racial. It's racially motivated." All these horrible things going on today. In this time of turmoil, what can we do as a people, as a community, as a thing like this? What can be done?
Well,
asking musicians to solve the world's ills.
well, I have a great answer to that.
Please.
I, in my normal day job, I work in customer service. I run a movie theater at Lincoln Center.
Right on. Dude, can you get me in?
And so that I can. And what I've recognized over time is that people have, as with the advance of technology, people have take fewer instances to connect on a human level. And our communication gets truncated, our speech gets shortened, our words get created into,
Little emojis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If people would take the opportunity to look every person that they interact with in the eye and speak first and then seek to understand. We have so much of our own projection of what we want and what we think and how the world should be, and we do very little of the receiving back from people. I get so many people who don't know how to communicate, and it really boils down to basic human-to-human connection and communication.
Right. I always think on the internet, people would sooner just say something ignorant because it's anonymous. They are not being seen. They're not seeing
There's
the
no
other person.
repercussions.
No.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So please let's give it up for Biz over here. Thank you for coming in, Biz, and
Thank you.
Thank
and I
you.
hope to see you again with the 1865
Please
on the
do.
show really soon. So
Please do.
keep coming.
It's funny, he actually touched upon something I was writing about yesterday because I've noticed, I've just started to commute on the subway again after 6 years. And simply, the thing I love about New York is we're always in these close-quartered situations where you do have an opportunity to talk to a stranger randomly because you're having the same experience for 5 minutes every day. So I've been really amused and also feeling optimistic that people still do that. Not everyone is just looking at their phone. People are receptive to being seen and being heard and just a kind gesture. Something as simple as saying, "How are you? Oh no, you go first," instead of everyone just being in a rush. Those little things really add to someone's experience in humanity, I think.
So it's accepting people as people.
Accepting people, acknowledging that your presence is within someone else's presence, and it could be, you know, like I gripe a lot about, oh, these people got on the train and they didn't take off their bags, but then you see someone being really polite and you understand, like, some people are aware and some aren't. But there's a way to, I guess, interact with people without taking it too far. I think that, I hate to sound like a Gen Xer, but the internet makes it too easy to not connect with people. You feel like, oh, I know what's going on with my friend because, you know, they posted yesterday and I liked it, but maybe you need to pick up the phone and call your friend. You know, maybe you need to talk to your next door neighbor. It's little things like that that make you feel like, oh, I'm really here.
Yeah, because that internet kind of thing is like, yo, take it from me. Everybody's just like, I seen you on your Instagram. It looks like you're having a life O'Reilly. And like, yo, I got problems. I got things going on there too.
Exactly.
Some people call me and say, dude, how are you really doing? I'm like, all right, here's how it's really going.
Yeah, we need more of that. And even just face-to-face passing. Like, hey, how are you today? You know, just simple things.
Yeah, talk and listen.
Connecting, listening, seeing people. You know, another New York thing too is like you're like leaving the subway and you see someone standing there and they look like they're having the worst day ever and all they need is a swipe. Give it to them.
Yeah.
You know, like those things, it seems very simple and very basic, but they really just add up.
I think it's just fear. People are scared. And I think the news propagates that. I think the media propagates that a lot because they want people to be scared. They want people to buy more or buy this or buy that because you need to.
Kindness is criminalized in a weird way, but like we're being taught to be distrustful. You know, even right now, like, oh my God, people are getting mugged and attacked taking Lyft and Uber cars or like any kind of private car service. And it's just, you can't live in fear. You have to, you have to protect yourself, of course, but fear is what breeds hate. And being afraid of someone who's different from you, it's a wall that doesn't need to be there, to a degree.
Yeah. So it's a taught.
Not that it's a solution, but it's an idea.
Yeah, it's a taught thing and an enforced thing, especially by the media. Just saying, not trying to call out any channels, but you know what they are. All right, I'll leave it at that. Now, I would like to hear a little bit, like, we're doing a lot of talking here, but I'd like to hear some music here from Honeychild. We came all this way.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do for us now?
I am going to do a cover song.
What?
By Kate Bush.
I love Kate Bush. And
it lightly touches upon a little bit of the feelings from the poems that Biz read. Political, of course. So yes, I will be doing this song. It's called Cloud Busting.
Woohoo!
Produced by Hayato Now from The Veldt. I still dream of Organon. Then I wake up crying and you're fast asleep even when you dream. And then awake me, you're like that yo-yo that glowed in the dark. What made it precious, made it dangerous, and so I bury it and forget. Every time it rains here in my head, like the sun coming out. Oh, I know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when. Saying it could even make it happen. On top of the world, looking over the edge, you could see them coming, and you look so small in their black car. To be a threat to the men in power, I hid my yo-yo in the garden, but I can't hide you from the government. Oh God, Daddy, oh, I won't forget. Every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun coming out. Oh, I know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when. Saying it could even make it happen. Oh, yeah. It's you and me, Daddy. It's you and me, Daddy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun coming out. Oh, I know that something good is gonna happen. Don't know when. Saying it could even make it happen. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun coming out. The sun's coming out. The sun's coming out. Sun's coming out. It's you and me, Daddy.
Wow. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Honeychild Coleman.
Thanks.
God bless it. You're taking me back to my youth. What is that? Hounds of Love? I remember.
Yes, Hounds of Love.
I was a kid. I had it on cassette, and I was listening to my old little Walkman. You know.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
I
one
had
with
that
the
on
little
cassette
orange
too.
ears.
Exactly. With the
Big-
wire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. So you were a big Kate Bush fan.
Big Kate Bush fan.
Seriously,
Yes.
such a beautiful voice, and thank you for this lovely rendition of it.
Oh, thank you.
Taking it and reinterpreting it and making it yours.
That's what you do.
Right on, right on. All right, so let's talk a little bit about you personally now.
Okay.
If anybody knows the Honeychild Coleman kind of thing, you have a look. All right, and so I would like to talk to you about your drip, about your swag. Your sense of fashion is a melange of many things. Can you define it? I mean, like you stand out wherever you go. So.
Well, I used to tell my friend Maya
Uh-huh.
that it was, my look was Ja Love Lucy. So it was a mix of like reggae rude girl with vintage.
All right.
Yeah, I'm something between
I
like.
see that now.
Yeah.
I see.
It's like something between that and like preppy punk.
Mm.
Those are like my go-tos when I think of like a classic look with a little bit of flavor mixed in.
And when you're DJ Sugar Free BK, is there a different look for that or?
Not necessarily.
I see you have different glasses here.
Yeah,
You
I have
wear
different
certain
glasses
for
moods.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. They're mood enhancing.
Oh, okay.
Not sponsored, but yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to ask about the glasses. Like you said, each of the glasses have a different mood. So which
Yeah.
mood are you wearing now?
These are uplifting because it's smoggy out and dark, and I'm really tired.
Right. That's kind of like a sharpshooter glasses.
Yeah,
so you can
yeah.
go out there and
I
you
mean,
can
they're
see
also
everything.
good for. I used to wear yellow lenses when I worked on a computer a lot for eye fatigue. But
And
yeah.
these other two, what do they do?
I don't remember the affirmations for them.
Okay.
But whenever I'm drawn to wear a certain color, then I'll look up the affirmation.
Yeah. All right. Well, use your superpowers the way that you use them, Honeychild.
Sometimes I DJ between metal bands.
Oh.
So I'll
What do you spin between there?
Female-fronted metal. It's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Like what bands? What bands do you like?
Like Girl School, Skunk Anansi, obviously Militia Vox, who's New York local, Tamar Kali, Backslider.
Okay. All right.
I like to mix. The thing that inspired me to DJ, honestly, is mixing in underground music. Because people do like to dance to rock, and there was a moment in like the mid-aughts when dance rock was big, like when the Rapture blew up and Yeah Yeah Yeahs and all those kind of Williamsburg bands. But since then, no one really has rock dance parties. It's kind of strange.
Well, there was a lot of dancing at the concerts I saw with you guys. It was 1865 is Marfa. I'm not pronouncing it right.
Marfa, Rebelmatic.
Right. And people were really like
yeah,
going
people
for
dance at our
Rebelmatic.
shows, and it's great.
And it's more than just moshing around in a pit, though there was a lot of that going on there
Yes,
too. But
definitely.
also people sweating, having fun, and being all together in one big mushy cuddle puddle of some sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, people meet at shows, and when I was young, like moving to New York by myself, I went to shows alone all the time.
Me
and
too.
Made friends
Still
that I
now.
still have today. So that's kind of a wonderful thing about how music can bring people together.
Yeah. You find your thing. Like minds attract.
Yes.
Right on. So now let me get this straight. Now you were born in Kentucky. How do your origins, how does it inform who you are now? Or
Well,
your
the song that
sensibilities?
I just played, I was playing 2 bluegrass instruments on that track, electric mountain dulcimer and mandolin.
Wow.
So I grew up with a lot of folk music in school. I guess it was mandatory because it was Kentucky, but it was also
wow.
the 70s, so folk music was big. And later, years later, after I'm attracted to these instruments, my dad just casually says, "Oh, well, your grandfather used to play mandolin." And I'm like, "Oh, so clearly I heard it as a kid, even though no one really talked about it." So yeah, I love those sounds. My first guitar was a hollow body steel string, and I mainly played it acoustic. I wasn't really into effects then the way I am now. Later, of course, shoegaze took over my life, and the more pedals, the bigger. But yeah, I mean, I have an accent I did try to lose. Like when I got here, no one could understand me. It comes out when I sing.
Oh, okay.
And in the 1865, some of the songs have country flavor because of that. Something like a rockabilly cowpunk thing. But I do exaggerate the accent also because it's a character in the song, in the Runaway Bride and also in The Drifter. So it feels good to be able to have an outlet for that side of me. Like before, I didn't really know where it fit. When I was just like a little.
So you're kind of
art
like
punk.
also acting too. Do you have acting aspirations?
I'm a horrible actress because I can't hide emotion in my face, but I'm realizing I can do voice acting
Oh, okay.
after I made this record. So,
Right on. I remember there was the animated thing for Pony. I think you were involved with that, the music for that.
Yes, I did do. Pony is a fictitious all-girl band created by my friend Ruby Lawrence.
Yes, Ruby.
Amazing.
Awesome
Amazing
woman.
Actress, musician, creator. And I actually didn't do any voice acting for that, but Andrea Clark did, Sister from Another Planet.
Okay.
But I did get to do music. I got to do my dirgy, depressing version of their hit song.
Okay.
Tell Me. So.
Well, I would like to see that come to fruition here.
Yeah, I
and
hope
if
it
she's looking
does.
for some voice acting, I know a guy that's really like the.
I wonder who you might be talking about.
I don't know.
But yes.
I'll text you. I'll text you later. All right,
But that was a lot of fun. I really like a lot of modern cartoons, so it was fun.
What modern cartoons do you like now?
I don't know if I should say these on the air.
You could just plug it away. What do you like, Honeychild?
I mean, what do I like? It's kind of depressing, but I like BoJack Horseman.
I love BoJack
Yeah,
Horseman.
exactly, okay.
BoJack Horseman is awesome.
I was into Archer. I don't know if it's still going. What else? Venture Brothers, obviously.
Wow.
Just because of Johnny Quest.
Uh-huh.
But also, Jim Thirlwell does the music for Venture Brothers, and
Okay.
it's incredible. My boyfriend makes fun of me because I'm always like, he's like, what can we watch? And I'm like, well, we can watch these cartoons. But it's,
Girl, ain't no shame in
I
your
get
game.
into it. I'm
ain't
into
no
it.
shame in your game. All right. Well,
especially if they look vintage, but the storyline is modern.
you like that feel? Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah, I dig that. Like when they were doing the original like Harvey Birdman, like he's
Mm-hmm.
a lawyer and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. Going back to the
Exactly.
those old jammies. All right, how about another tune?
Sure. So I basically started my recording career singing with DJs.
Okay.
So I'm, I don't want to say Google me, but if people look me up, the first things that will come up will be like dub and reggae.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring a little bit of that flavor again. I started off with the song from Badawi.
Okay.
Now I would like to do a song I did with DJ Olive.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it's on the CD.
so can I plug right here?
You can
All right,
plug.
Can I get a shot of this over here? So this is DJ Olive featuring Honeychild Coleman, and you did the whole album together.
I'm on about half the tracks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He's the first DJ I ever sang with, and he actually saw me sing at ABC No Rio during a feminine kind of punk alternative music fest called Volvapalooza. And that was the day that I also met Chibumato, Rasputina. It was an incredible bill.
Wow,
so he came to that
international
show,
fun.
and here's me with my like drum machine and guitar doing some like weird punk music. But he kind of understood what I was trying to do, so he invited me to sing with him at this freestyle party he had. So then we sang together every week for years, and that's how I met Roz Badawi.
All right.
So he's kind of my gateway into the New
He is the
York
DJ Olive.
underground,
the
the gateway to the underground dub scene. So shout out to DJ Olive in Canada.
Represent respect.
And this is called In Your Home. It's a song we did for the album Thwis, which is how his son used to say this
Yeah,
when
it says,
he was learning
like
to
you
speak.
see it over here. It says Thwis on
Thwis.
it. You don't see it immediately, but it's Thwis.
Exactly.
So Thwis be a good song.
All right, In Your Home.
You're coming home, you're coming home with me.
Oh my, did they say last call? I've been checking for you up against the wall. Oh my, it's not 2:45. Ooh, this ain't no hotel plea. You're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. And now the dance floor is vacant as my love grows impatient, patient. You're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. at home. You're at home with me. You're at home. You're at home with me. You're at home. You're at home with me. Oh my, 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 my. I've been checking for you. Oh my, 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 my. I've been checking for you. You're coming home, you're coming home with me. You're coming home, you're coming home with me. 'Cause you're at home with me. You're at home with me. You're at home with me.
All right. Woo.
Thanks.
All right. Wow, Honeychild, that's crazy stuff there. You get lost in there. I was like entranced. All right.
Now you see why it's the gateway.
Ah, I see. All right. So now I was saying, I want to talk to you about society in general. So
Yes.
we go within the world. Now you're going to be traveling all over the world. Literally, I mean, really, you're doing all these different countries. Now, you've done different countries before. You've been all over the world and do this thing. How do you see people? Do people just generally accept people in there, or like? Because we're used to America, and America is like a certain way. But I want to talk to you about like, is it better there? Is it better here? I'm always looking, trying to say, like, hey, where's the best place to be? I don't know.
I
What's up
haven't found a better place per se.
Uh-huh.
Every place has its issues. I will say, and this is like a cliche, you don't, as a black person,
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard to feel American because of the oppression. But when you leave America, you instantly are like, oh, I'm American. Like certain things will hit you.
Oh yeah, sure.
But that also comes with a certain weird status that we don't have here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
it's a
sometimes
bit
it's
of
better.
a mind flip. It is better.
Sometimes.
But it's also like we don't talk about class here because we have our own race issues that come before that. So for instance, for me to be in France, I'll use as an example,
Okay.
that's when I first really felt a class difference between myself and black French people.
What'd you feel?
I
What's
felt
going
that
on?
we were treated better, which made me a little sad, honestly, because I'm not French, but because I'm American, I'm of a certain status, even though I'm not a rich American. There's like a stereotype, oh, if you're American and you're in another country, you must be rich because you're traveling. So there's all these different layers happening that we really don't deal with here at all. And also, because I'm also, I consider myself to be a little bit fringe society-wise. Like
Oh yeah,
I
yes,
kind
very
of,
fringy.
I kind of quit caring about rules a while back. So
Yes.
I'm not trying to be a certain kind of American. I'm not really trying to appeal to a certain American aesthetic or what America thinks I should be as a black person.
Oh yeah.
So when I encounter other black people in other countries, in a way, like they kind of can't really understand me because I'm not trying to be French. I'm not
Right.
trying to be Italian. I'm not trying to be. England's the only place where I never really felt this, but
You find people like they're looking at you to
they're
put
kind
you
of
in
like,
a
well,
box.
what are you doing? Like you're strange, or you're making me uncomfortable, or
There's the thing.
you're. I'm trying to think of a better way to articulate it. I mean, people just assume I'm from England, honestly, because
Really?
Black Americans aren't like us.
Ah.
Because our existence is not exported as what it means to be American. So I can't tell you how many times people are like, oh, well, you must be this or you must be that, because they
Right.
can't understand there's different ways to be Black.
Ah.
They only see the commercial way or the
Right.
celebrity
if,
way.
If you are
or-
not into hip hop or do not have hair like Beyonce, then
right.
you are this.
Or you're also just not like the stereotypical poor or urban person, which is those are the images America exports to other countries.
Really?
So, in my experience,
Can we stop doing that, please? Just
You know,
throwing it out there.
this is just my experience as a traveler.
No, you're right,
So,
you're right.
Which is another reason I love talking to people that I meet, and because I travel often alone, I end up, in a train talking to someone. Not so much on planes, but like buses, trains, whatever. And it's really interesting to hear what people think it means to be American.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say this. I've experienced many different things. I remember going to Japan, and it's like people are generally like, "Whoa!" Like, "Hey, wow!" Or sometimes I've heard people have experiences where they automatically like you're all the way out here. It's called the unicorn theory.
Right,
Like,
right.
they're like, "Holy smokes!" But it's
Yeah,
cool,
exactly.
man.
It's like you're a unicorn because they don't understand that we exist.
Yeah, and what are you
So-
doing here?
Right.
Like, what's up with this?
Right.
And like people are just like they don't know how to react.
No, they
Sometimes.
don't.
But,
With that said,
yeah.
I love travel because I love meeting different kinds of people.
Me too.
And having friends that live in different countries gives me more of a citizen viewpoint.
You're a
instead
citizen of the
tourist one.
world.
I'd like to be, but I never feel. I guess I haven't gone to any places where I've felt unsafe or like I couldn't feel independent enough to take care of myself or worried culturally. Like I'm not that adventurous, I guess. I have friends who've gone to other places where they're like, yeah, and you got to do this, and I'm kind of like, yeah, I haven't really gone that far in my scope of traveling yet.
Yeah.
I
Watch out for
may.
pickpockets, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, there's pickpockets in
Yeah.
many countries, but
Okay, Honeychild, what do you have for us next?
I'm gonna do a collaboration. We haven't recorded it, but it's a track from my friend Tony Fader. in
So
the
this
Bay
is
Area.
exclusive.
Exclusive. You can only see it live. There's no record of it. And Tony and I were in our first band together.
Ooh, what's the
back
band
in
called?
The day. We were called the Partridge Heads.
The Partridge Heads. Were you
Yeah.
guys really into the Partridge Family or really into
Yeah,
XTC?
we were kind of a 70s funk cover band
Cool.
before the disco explosion happened. So,
Woo.
yeah. But he's doing electronic music now, and this is one of our collabs. Hope to record soon. With lyrics by Catherine Harris, is the lyricist. So it's two Bay Area folk. You say you'll never change. I believe you stayed the same. Say you're tired of running around, and then you gone and prove me wrong. Then you gone and prove me wrong. you'll never change, change, change. I believe you stay the same, same, same. You say you're tired of falling around, then you gonna prove me wrong. Then you gonna prove me wrong. You can't see her. I sure enough feel her. She's breathing down my neck again, telling me what is mine is hers. She's breathing down my neck again, telling me, telling me, telling me, telling me, telling me, telling me. You say you'll never change, 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 but I believe you stay the same, same, same. You say you're tired of ruling around, then you've gone and proved me wrong, wrong, wrong. Then you gone and prove me wrong. Then you gone and proved me wrong. You can't see her. I sure do feel her. She's breathing down my neck again, telling me what is mine is hers. She's breathing down my neck again, telling me, telling me, telling me, telling me, telling me, telling me.
All right.
Thanks.
Honeychild Coleman. All right. So,
Lyrics by Catherine Harris.
right on, right on. So, what is this, the last song that you're going to kind of like our big finale? What are you going to finish up with?
Oh boy. Well, I have not followed my set list at all.
It's all good.
Um,
Come in with an idea and then just,
is this going
Go
to
where it
air
moves
in
you.
December?
no, I have to edit. I got a
Okay.
couple episodes before that, so we're just going
No, I just need to ask because
Oh, okay.
that would. I'm going to end this on another Badawi track.
Okay.
And it is, this is also from the Bedouin Sound Clash presents Badawi versus Honeychild. And it's called Have Mercy. Shout out to Roz. Please do not say those things to me. You know how hot my tears sting. Please do do not say those things tonight. Have mercy on me, baby, for I do not know what I do. Have mercy on me, baby, for I do not know what I be, but I have mercy on me, baby. Technology betrayal.
Right on.
When machines have a mind of their own. Please sit down for a while and stay, 'cause I want to see your smile brighten up a room and consume me for a while. She said, have mercy on me, baby, for I do not know what I do. Have mercy on me, baby, for I do not know what I feel, but I have mercy on me, baby. Please sit down for a while and stay, 'cause I want to see your smile.
Wow. Wow.
Thanks.
Honeychild Coleman. Now you were indicating that that wasn't supposed to happen like that.
Oh no, the track started again by itself.
Oh, okay, so then you
It
just
was a rewind
It was a
selector
rewind
moment.
selector remix.
Rewind!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Honeychild Coleman, can you please tell us how people could check your stuff out, Instagram, etc., all that?
Yes.
I think if you just would do a general search for Honeychild Coleman,
If you search for
it will
Honeychild
come out.
Coleman, the 1865 band, backslider is with a C, so it's B-A-C-H.
Bach, like
Bach, like Johann Sebastian Bach Slider. Heavens B Band, and
Like Heavens with
like Heavens
B-E-E,
B,
like a
B-E-E,
bee.
like a bee. Yes.
So just do the general searching, you'll find her. All right, so and check out 1865, check out all these bands, and support the scene.
Yes.
There is a scene,
support
there's
your
a community
scene.
here.
There is a community. The show that you came to was at Max Fish,
Yeah.
which I don't know if you guys know has moved. It's still in the East Village, and it's a monthly, we call the Rock House.
Ah,
So we have like a revolving guest band every month.
all right, so that's
$5, no guest list, no
Yeah.
attitude, everybody's welcome.
just come
As
represent.
long as you're 21.
Yeah, it's what?
21 and over.
21 and
But
over.
yes.
Okay, so if you're an adult that's looking to have some adult fun, come
Yes.
through.
Yes, yes.
All right, so thank you so much, Honeychild.
Thanks for
It's
having
been
me.
Great. All right.
My pleasure.